What's up guys, welcome to a Marvel Champions video. I'm looking at the Marvel Champions Wasp Hero Pack. I did a video of the unboxing and playthrough of the deck, and the pre-con deck, to say the least, was a little underwhelming. So I decided to revamp it a little bit and put in the leadership cards, and I think I found a consistently decent deck using leadership and Wasp. Now obviously no deck is guaranteed to win all the time, but I have had consistent victories with this build. So I've already shown you the Wasp cards, so I won't show them at the moment, so put them to the side. So this is obviously leadership. We have a lot of allies, and the main thing of this build here is to constantly bombard the board with allies almost every single turn, using Maria Hill, Ironheart, drawing cards. We've got to Nadia Van Dyne's alter ego action, put them back into the deck, so we're constantly playing allies, drawing cards, boost them up, using Quinjet to pump out more allies, make the call, bring them back. And then we use her powerful event cards to basically just bombard the villain with damage. Mostly with this build, we stay in the giant hero form because it's such a high defense. Combined with retaliate as well, we can just keep defending all the time, using allies to attack and deal with enemies and minions. We can defend. So first of all, let's look at the ally list and leadership. So we have quite a few allies. Hawkeye, just a good staple card for handling minions. Wonder Man is a great ally because he's so cheap. You have to discard a card at your hand, make him attack, but still for 3 damage, it is a useful card to have. Get rid of crappy cards from your hand you don't need. Maria Hill is great because not only do you get to draw a card for the cost of 2, so you can play here with 1 copy of Power Leadership, but 2 forces handy as well for getting rid of the schemes. I put in Stinger because it has the Avenger keyword, it helps out with this build. It doesn't count towards your ally limit, and it's just a handy card to have just for defense, just for a chump blocker, basically cannon fodder. Squirrel Girl is great because it surely costs 2, she's pretty weak, but she deals 1 damage to each enemy. Doesn't trigger retaliate, gets rid of pesky minions or tough status cards, so she's handy for that. And finally, Giant Man. He's a great ally, it costs quite a bit, but he'll do 4 attack on his first turn, and then essentially 2 more attacks, so you do 10 damage in total if you don't sacrifice him. Next we have a copy of the Triskelion to increase our ally limit because we have a lot of allies on the board to help us play them. Obviously Power Leadership, because we're playing leadership we need more resources. We have 2 copies of Reinforced Suit attached to an ally, max 1 per ally. They get +2 hit points to help the allies stay around a bit longer, because they aren't going to defend too much of the allies. Some might, but we're going to mostly use Wasp to defend. We want our allies to keep fighting longer and gradually whittling down the villain's health. 2 copies of Make the Call to bring them back from the discard pile, which are going to be really handy, especially the cheap ones like Maria Hill, Stinger, Squirrel Girl and Ironheart. And then lastly a copy of Quinjet to help us ramp up the ability to play Avenger allies from our hand into play. And most of the cards here, I think pretty much all the cards here are Avengers, apart from Maria Hill, Nick Fury and Ironheart, but most of them are Avengers, so that does come in handy. So next up we'll look at the basic generic cards. So we have a copy of Ironheart. Much like Maria Hill, you play her and draw a card. She only has 1 fort, 1 attack, but because of the resource icon, we put her back into the deck, her alter ego action, and she just draws a card and she's a chump blocker and she's pretty handy. Nick Fury is a card I put in most of my builds because he is just so essential, especially mostly for attacking. With him you can do 6 damage, you do 4 when you hit the play area and 2 for attacking, and then he's a perfect chump blocker as well. Next up we have 2 copies of First Aid. Because we're going to be defending quite a lot, we might have to heal damage from ourselves, and at the worst case an ally. Swarm Tactics, we have got Ant-Man in here, so we play out of that. It's handy to have so we can basically attack with 1 form, change to a form ready for something else, so it is pretty handy to have in there. We have obviously 3 copies of the resource generating cards because they're pretty much staple in most decks. We have Downtime, Fresh Recovery. She only has 3 recovery and health points sort of averagey, so we need to boost up those recovery points. We have Endurance to extra hit points, just to help out with survival. And lastly, a copy of Quincarrier, because we are Avenger, and we can generate this for any resource. That's it for the build of the deck. Now we're going to go into a playthrough and I'm going to show you how the deck works in action. So here we go, I've randomly chosen Crossbones on expert mode as the villain. I've used the recommended campaign guide setup, so Weapon Master, Legions of Hydra, Hydra Assault. Start off with, we've got his Crossbones Machine Gun out, which does damage based on the number of boost icons on the encounter deck. Reveal top card of the weapons deck. So that's going to be, you just get +1 ski, +1 attack. It's not too bad, I suppose. We have 11 hit points. We have 6 hand size. So let's just shuffle up and see how we get on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, oh, we've got a pretty good hand here. So straight away, Maria Hill can play straight with that. Ally out, take some damage, and draw a card. Red Rune Trading is great because when we're in giant form, we can retaliate, tiny form, piercing. Extra resources. Wonderman is a great ally, obviously for maximum damage. And Wasp Sting is great because we can do 4 damage if I have to choose among enemies in giant form, or just 5 straight up in tiny form. So first of all, we're going to play Maria Hill to draw a card. Pinpoint Strike, that's good. Then we're going to play Red Rune Training because it's a really handy upgrade to have. Let's see. Let's use her ability. Shuffle 2 cards with a printed resource icon. We're going to shuffle Genius back into the deck. You might as well use that ability while you can at any point, just to keep your deck full, stop expiring and getting extra counter cards. We're going to flip up to Giant Form now. We're going to probably stay in Giant Form quite a lot in this match. We're going to use, let's see, Wonderman. We'll get him out. There we go. So we're going to, let's just go for attack of these 2. So we have, so far, 3 attack down to 11. There we go. Ready up. Obviously can't attack Wonderman. I need a card to discard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, another ally, Stinger. Extra hit points is good. Extra hit points from an ally. Pop and make the call. A pretty good draw. So obviously, step 1 of the villain phase. 1 of the main scheme. He attacks. Get one of these. And oh, no damage. That's really good. He attacks. So he's going to do at least 3 damage. We'll have to defend with. We'll use Wasp for now. So 2, 3, just 3. That's none and retaliate 1 because we're in giant form. There we go. And then counter card. Villain attacks again. We'll use Maria Hill for this. So 3, 4 damage. Okay, lost Maria Hill. Not too bad. Oh, he attacks, so retaliate. There we go. Down to 9. Right, I'll go. So we're going to play, let's see. Let's put a reinforced suit on Wonderman. Let's use Endurance to pay for Stinger. Yep, there we go. And then we're going to attack a Wonderman, discard that card. That'll deal 3 damage straight away. So he's down to a nice 6. Might as well go for it with Stinger as well, down to 5. So we just want to keep using allies, constantly chipping away at the health, using Wasp for some big defense. Retaliate helps wear him down too. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got Giant Man and Ant-Man here. Ant-Man is useful because when we're in Giant form, we get +1 attack, Tiny form +1 thwart, so that's going to be good. So 1 on the main scheme. This is discarded now, and the effect. Let's see how much. So no damage. And counter card. He gains +1 attack and range. I can discard that card if I wish. Okay, so I'm definitely going to play Ant-Man. I'm going to get me that range card, but for now we'll just get Ant-Man out for some extra help. So don't need first aid. So 1, 2, 3, and that for Ant-Man. So we've got extra attack here. We're going to use Stinger for some defense. So we can attack for 3 because of Ant-Man's ability. So he's down to 2. Then we're going to use Ant-Man to finish off stage 2 of the Expert Crossbones. Stage 3. Still gains piercing. He has 16 hit points, top card of weapons deck. So let's just get that ready before I forget. So 16. And top card of this is, he gains range. He's got range twice. Could attack with Wonderman, I suppose. Yeah, why not? Let's go for Wonderman. Discard a card from my hand. Attack a Wonderman, so that's 3 again. He's down to 13. Do a lot of damage really quick. Just complete ally blitz of this build. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so can't quite afford to play Nick Fury, so I'm going to save Nick Fury, play Ironheart to replace probably Stinger, because he's going to die next. Maybe Quincarrier, but we'll see. Okay, so this goes over to the next one. Again, top colour weapons deck is revealed. Let's see what we get, and it is, after it attacks, discard 1 card random from my hand. So we use Stinger for some defense, so he's going to attack, so I'll just turn this over. Quinjet, not too bad I suppose. Definitely Stinger's going to take a hit, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 damage. We cannot afford to take that for ourselves. Range gets past the retaliate keyword, unfortunately. That's pretty annoying. Raid the Armory, so inside 1, we need to put 1 on the main scheme. Discard card top of the counter deck until weapon attachment is discarded and reveal it. So we need to discard till we get a weapon attachment. He's already got 4 weapons. That's not a weapon. He's getting pretty weaponed up here. He's got a lot of weapons out. Wow, I'm going through the counter deck quite fast here. This is okay, this is getting pretty bad. Okay, this is getting pretty annoying. There we go. +1 attack and piercing. My god. So he's got a knife, gauntlets, a rifle, a sidearm, and a suit. He has one big crossbones. Okay, so I'm going to have to definitely let's play Ironheart to draw a card and some defense. Hawkeye, we'll keep that in play. Actually, we'll use that to the attack. So we can't quite discard anything. We've got a lightning resource and that. We can't quite discard any of these cards up here yet. So we're going to attack with Ant-Man. He's got 1 health left. Do 2 damage. Down to 11. It doesn't have retaliate, does he? Nope. Wonder Man. He's got extra hit points because of that. We'll get rid of Hawkeye and attack with Wonder Man. So he's down to 8. Ironheart might as well let that pick away at the health, down to 7. Because that man will get extra attack, so 3, and he's down to 4. So, I mean, technically, if he just survived this round, we should be okay. So we're going to draw up 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 1 pinpoint strike should enough to kill him off. Villain phase now. On the main scheme, I'm going to defend with Ironheart, obviously. He attacks, so it's got a card random from my hand. Reinforced suit, okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 damage. Ironheart is obliterated beyond anything. Encounter card. Oh, God keyword is really irritating. Okay. Now, let's try something here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to flip back down to our nice little tiny form down here. And then we're going to use one of my favourite cards, Pinpoint Strike. So this deals 7 damage to an enemy. If you're in tiny form, there's 1 additional damage to enemy and gains overkill. So the enemy dies, excess damage bleeds out onto the main villain. So I'm going to pay for Pinpoint Strike. We'll do 8 damage, so 4 to this. That's gone, an encounter card, and 4 to the villain. And that's it. Villain's gone. Defeated. Even so, or attack of Wonder Man, 3, 4, 5, it would have been over anyway. And that's just, I mean, I probably got quite lucky of the allies quite early on. Because there's quite a lot of allies in the deck, and her event cards are quite powerful, they overkill and spray out damage. You can literally just stay in hero form, particularly giant form, and just literally just destroy the enemy. I mean, even so, after I defeated a minion, I would have done 1 damage to the villain anyway. It went down to 3. Wonder Man could have finished him off. So it's a really great build. You just basically, it's an ally blitz kind of build. You just constantly bombard the enemy with allies. And that's it for this playthrough. If you want to see this playthrough against another villain, let me know what kind of villain you want to see, any kind of matchups. You want to see a different kind of style of deck, an aggression build, leadership, protection, or justice. Or if you want to see here with Ant-Man, let me know. Ant-Man, straight from the box, compared to Wasp, was a lot better than this build. His pre-con deck was a lot more consistent. Wasp's was a bit trickier to use. But now I've got the hang of it, I really like it. Compared to, I still think Ant-Man's a little bit stronger. but with the right build, Wasp is a really fun hero to play with. And that's it for this video. Any comments, let me know. Leave a like if you can, and thanks for watching and subscribe. Thank you.